Hey, this is Alex. I'm trainer at Crunch, and I wanted to talk about why smart trainers fail, in my opinion, using Pekka on PowerPoint. So, one big thing with this, talking a little bit about myself so you can kind of understand, I did not always pop out or first thought was as a trainer. I worked in construction for a long time. I had a really bad back injury, which led to me call it overeating, uh, along with the overworking and being in construction field. Anyone who works in construction knows smoking cigarettes like constantly. It's kind of an adapted thing that you can't run away from. And at this time, I was sad. I was angry. Felt like I had no hope in the world. I couldn't do anything. Felt like I was gonna be stuck in this rut that I was in. But then after our breakup, I started working out again, and it was one of the best things in my life. It fixed all those bad behaviors I had. Kind of opened up that wall. I didn't start off pretty, but I lost a bunch of weight. I was able to get myself off cigarettes. I had to retry over and over again to get past these bad behaviors, but my willpower to kind of better myself and be how I used to be before all this really drove me. And then when I was talking to one of my fellow trainers from like a long time ago, he's a trainer under, he convinced me to do this. He told me about the career path and how I could help people and how it'd be perfect for me. So I started studying. I went to school. I went for a bachelor's in exercise science because that's exactly what he told me. He even told me if I was going to get a certification, he actually told me to get an ACSM certification, but I got an NSAM, and I felt everything was amazing. I was like, finally, um, I'm not going to be sad anymore. I'm going to be happy. I feel like all the puzzle pieces were kind of like fitting together, and I had not felt that in a long time, and it was almost calming in a way. And at this time, I was ready to go. I was ready to start on my path. I got my NSAM certification while I was doing stuff, and started my first job at LA Fitness. And that's where everything turned kind of for the worst. So LA Fitness, absolutely money, evil, and that was my first impression as a trainer. That's what I thought trainers were, and no one was really listening to me. I had a long time like trying to like get clients to understand me too. So for a while, I thought I got into a field that wasn't for me because I had learned all this stuff and I wanted to help people, but I was speaking to them and there was like a disconnection. It was like I was speaking a second language. They'd look at me and understand I didn't have any clients that would lose weight. The only clients that really did good were other trainers that I trained at the club, and that was pretty much it. And I had this like huge weight on me. I was like, am I a failure? Is this even what I'm supposed to do? Is this dream of what I thought a trainer could be? Is there just no point? And I kind of felt stuck again, but kind of in a worse position. Like I saw what I've been, and I didn't know where that could lead. I was a little bit scared, had this giant weight over me. But I knew there was hope. I had seen it before, and I didn't want to quit on my dream. So I kept moving forward. I ended up going to Crunch off of someone else's suggestion because they said it was way better for trainers. I went in there, kind of like knives on my back, didn't 100% believe them. It changed my life. This is actually where I started becoming the trainer that I wanted to be. I talked to one of the veterans, Paul, there, and he made me realize that the biggest part of training is that we're talking to people that are simple. I learned all this stuff, but they didn't, and I needed to realize how to communicate. And once I did, all my clients were happy. They started seeing results. They started coming in on their own. I have multiple clients to this day that I've had for 2 years, and all the clients I previously had, I still visit, but I still felt like something was missing a little bit. Like I had most of my puzzle pieces together, but I was still missing one key point because I still would have issues with certain populations, helping certain people. I had people cancel, and I couldn't get it out of them why. And my answer for this was actually changing more of my behaviors before, and actually changing other trainers. So because I didn't know what to do, and I know I wanted to help more people, I kind of put that in layaway. And I noticed a lot of other trainers with my like same path where they got their cert and they're getting their degree, they're falling over. I've had seen 20 trainers quit in the same month. And I was like, something's got to be going on. These people are ridiculously smart. They even know what I'm talking about, but you don't see that often. So I wanted to help these people. I wanted to put their puzzle pieces together, kind of like mine were put together. Have them be happy like I was happy. So that was my biggest thing. I wanted to go and teach them. So I started helping with new hire training. They put me in a mandatory role, even though I didn't want to be. And it actually added a little bit, kind of helped me towards the side. But then giant frustration came through. I had no idea to help these trainers. I gave them the same advice. I tried to get them to understand same problems that I had, and it's the same thing. It was almost like I felt like my clients to the point because I had a disconnect with them. I didn't understand them and they didn't understand me. We were both talking different languages. So I went back to studying. I looked up, literally studied just meta-analysis, stress, behavior, because that was my biggest outlinings for everything that had caused like hopelessness and issues in my past life. And I was starting to get frustrated. I couldn't figure it out. It took me a long, long time, mostly through trial and error and just constantly studying every night to figure out this big idea that I was having issues with. And I knew it was staring right in front of me because I knew I was still doing it. And I knew it had to be linked with behaviors. And then it came to the exact point that I'm doing right now and how this conversation's going. I was overthinking. I was running a million situations in my head, trying to find the exact meta-analysis to figure out what's going on, when in reality it was just commercial trainer versus school trainer. Because Paul, for example, and a lot of the other trainers, they don't, some of them just got certs. And a lot of the certs are, not saying they're bad, but they're certs that you can get through LA Fitness where they're kind of BS certifications. But they're still amazing trainers. And a lot of them don't even train their clients like I would. And that made me realize this overthinking is creating bad behavior in myself and all these other people that went to school, because that's how their brain's wired, is to think as much as they can towards that problem, that these bad behaviors are going into our clients. So I made sure to keep everything simple, and I re-looked at everything, even my workouts. And I was realizing, even though a lot of these people that I was training for, they could do some of the workouts, a lot of it was either A, just too much, didn't fit in their lifestyle, or these people didn't like working out. So why would I be making them do like heavy weight or doing 20 lunges? Like there's no point. Even though if it would be the best situation in that workout, it's not the best situation for them. So I relayed that to the trainers, and it kind of opened up a whole new thing with us, and we all kind of unified and worked better together. And I thank them for that, and I thank everyone for that. And it kind of helped me find my own peacefulness after that. And that's why I think trainers overthink.